But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really, I don't mind people knowing that we're together and stuff, but I wanted to just, I don't know.
I want to have 2 more wives this year, and after that, take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something.
Remy and Claressa Shields have been talking about taking a brief break from boxing to focus on other interests. And let's be honest, Remy blew the whole thing up because Claressa Shields and Papoose were living their best lives while she was sitting in a situation that was almost fatal. It looks like Papoose and Remy Ma are working together on a new project. They have been boosting each other's confidence while looking for work at a fast pace, making them a true power couple.
The whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay? Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Remember Papoose's efforts to keep things under wraps? When Remy posted screenshots of his discussions with his new girlfriend back in December, it shocked everyone, knowing that all of the chaos would attract a lot of unwanted attention. Baby Claressa Shields was perspiring a lot before Remy spilled his guts. Because she had a movie coming out and huge plans, her public relations team told her, "Girl, this isn't the look." But the plot surprise revealed that people were actually cheering Papoose and Claressa on as if their love were unreal. Everyone was relieved when Papoose woke up and realized he could perform better, and the baby he performed much better. When it all blew up in Remy's face, she remained completely silent and didn't speak to Papoose because there were no tweets, no shade, no diss tracks, nothing. In the meantime, Papoose and Claressa Shields were doing well and sharing boot up, and they weren't scared to show off. They were just in Hawaii for Valentine's weekend, and they looked adorable and at ease in their tiny matching coats as they sat courtside at the game like a power couple. Then baby Papoose did more than simply pull up. He pulled when they arrived together for her fight with Danielle Perkins. Papoose and Claressa Shields are truly living their best lives at the moment. Created a lengthy rap performance at Claressa Shields' big ring debut. If that isn't supported, I'm not sure what else is. Not to be overlooked is Claressa's stunning appearance. She even shared a video of herself and Papoose dancing and playing games. Celebrities often act as though they are unaware of what others are saying on the internet. But baby Claressa Shields didn't hold back when she acknowledged that she witnessed all the love and support. She looks amazing in love. While Remy is over there looking thirsty and parched, ASF is attempting to make things right. "The love you all show me and Papoose is cool," she said bluntly. By striking her hard, Papoose quickly showed that he was precisely where he wanted to be. After holding her down when she was incarcerated, creating a whole future with her, and wanting a real family. Is it really his fault that Remy turned around and started dating Easy, the block captain? Then, claiming she had never cheated on him, she attempted to play the innocent lamb. In the meantime, during her most recent live stream, Claressa Shields was all over the air, complimenting this man and expressing how fortunate she is to have such a love in her life.
But I mean, it's clear to see that we do have a great connection. He understands me. We have, a lot of real life conversations, and we talk every day. So, but he's definitely a sweetheart, and he deserves the best, and I am the best. Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past. And how he speaks to me and stuff is very different.
The same music app was holding Claressa Shields down like a real one when she appeared on the Tamron Hall show. She added bluntly that he's incredibly encouraging, and that she feels like she can finally operate her business here without some insecure man feeling intimidated by her achievement and strength. Claressa Shields is enjoying the distinction between dying love and writing.
Also have been, you found your way to become public about your relationship with rapper Papoose. I saw you take a deep breath when I said that. And I understand why. We got to know Papoose from Love and Hip Hop with Remy Ma. And we know that part of their story. To come out public with a relationship is hard enough when you are famous. It is even more treacherous when everyone has an opinion.
Yes.
When you decided to share, I think it was Hawaii, I'd gone on a vacation or something in Hawaii, when you hit send on the photo to share your relationship.
According to the stories that are going around town, Papoose is enjoying this new stage of his relationship with Claressa. He had never been so supportive of a woman as he was for Claressa and the baby, aside from Remy. So to be honest, he was even more relieved by the public's support. They must be enjoying themselves together since Claressa Shields has made it obvious after 2 more fights this year that this isn't a fleeting relationship, and that she is taking a break from boxing to focus on other things. People are now thinking, oh, you're taking a break so soon, sis. Are you already pregnant or what? Because no one saw this coming. However, despite Claressa's defense, she's living life to the fullest right here. Even though Papoose and Claressa Shields are still legally married. There are rumors that they are under pressure to finalize the divorce and end their relationship before the baby is born. He needs to divorce Remy, leave her house, and treat Shields with respect by making her become the kind of decent person you were. I adore them together and life goes on. The way Claressa mimics his intensity suggests that she actually cares. About him, Remy seemed to have taken him for granted. Pat should remain there because he is so content with the champion.
All the whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Well,
I mean,
look.
I've had 4 boyfriends online.
It's, I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
both nice.
They both
but
nice.
it would have to be new lyrics now. Right? Because
Claressa Shields was prepared to enter the ring and start throwing elbows and hands to force her to. Things since it had gotten so bad. This is about more than just love, so let's not act like Papoose isn't interested in that alimony check. Remy Ma is literally holding Papoose in jail against his will since he is effectively begging for a divorce and his sister is not allowing him to leave. Support Remy Ma while she maintained her reputation while incarcerated. She is currently being hugged by the block captain and having her papers put outside. And by she has already been replaced by 2 younger women. Let's get started because Remy is still refusing to let Papoose lead you all. The way things are getting out of control has caught Claressa Shields off guard. Claressa Shields has been expressing her affection for her partner in public. The other day, Papoose's birthday Instagram post had everyone buzzing. She wrote, "Happy birthday, King Papoose. You are really wonderful, and because you are receiving all of your birthday punches today, I pray that God grants you many more years and even faster hands. I cherish your life, laughter, music, wisdom, and affection. You are cherished." Papoose, birthday Papoose, was adorable, but she didn't use birthday punches because, let's face it, they could hurt. Let's go on to the major point. Why has Papoose not made a proposal despite all of the reports? Remy Ma is out there playing keep away with those divorce papers like it's a game because Papoose has been trying. Despite his claims that he has requested this divorce at least twice, this man has been harassing her about it whenever he can. The receipts have been out, so this isn't even a made-up issue. Do you all recall the texts that Remy Ma published about Papoose and Claressa Shields' hot tea baby? Claressa was obviously irritated that Papoose hadn't even informed her when he had arrived home safely. You are the one who was married. You can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person. Shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safely. She explained what she did because she loves her partner. Although she wasn't even close to Remy Ma, claiming that Papoose had threatened to call the police on her, and that she had recordings of him harassing her. Naturally, Papoose denied all of this, But he did say that Remy was angry because he had moved on. Let's not pretend we forgot that at Christmas 2023, Remy Ma was decked out in Baby and Easy, the block captain. We all remember the rap fight when she publicly confessed her love for that dude. Even if you're in love with someone else, you can't let Papoose go. Would someone please provide further details?
Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's the punchline!
But if you thought that was
messy, wait, there's more. Claressa Shields and Papoose were real couple goals and gave fans a peek into their love life when they went on a full Valentine's Day getaway. They were seen having fun, lounging in Hawaii, soaking in the sun, and catching vibes in the pictures. Papoose was also present to introduce the first Hawaii Fest, but he had a profession. So he was able to keep the audience informed and participate in threads while on his romantic getaway. We created history this year, and the event was amazing, featuring a number of famous people.
We can make it if we try.
all right now, Papoose.
Everything is okay now. Twitter users uploaded the cutest tiny video of Papoose singing to her spouse by herself on the beach. If we strive, we can succeed, you know? It was cheesy, but it was genuine affection. Claressa Shields was out here locking in hearts while he was over there locking in that bag.
You ready?
They weren't alone. Though, since this is when things start to get serious, rumor has it that Papoose had been preparing a romantic vacation for some time and was attempting to formalize it by allegedly attempting to complete his divorce from Remy before the trip in order to propose to Claressa Shields on Valentine's Day. Imagine Hawaii. Guess who had to ruin the romance and atmosphere that would have been ideal? That would have been Remy Ma. And the reason for that is that she didn't get along with Easy, her new lover and the block captain. Right now she is playing games and preventing Papoose from continuing. And let's be honest, Remy has been seeing how Papoose is acting with the same degree of love. And do you remember Papoose's performance at the entrance to Claressa Shields' boxing match? Remy must have been devastated to see him appear and show out for another lady in that way, since it was a whole new level of love and excitement that she is most likely lacking at the moment. When she used to get that, well, that must have made her feel something. You really need to find out if Remy is acting like a bitter ex or if there's more going on, though considering how obstinately she is holding on. I see that it's giving. What are you afraid of? According to rumors, Remy refuses to sign the divorce papers since she knows Papoose is coming for the alimony purse. When one spouse in a marriage makes more money than the other, the lower-earning spouse typically receives spousal support, also known as alimony. Let's split rather than act like we're new. When determining alimony, the courts consider a number of factors, including the length of the marriage, the income disparity, and the contributions made during the partnership. Remy and Papoose began dating in 2004, and their relationship lasted for 11 years or more than 10 years, based on their history. Things start to go strange after they legally ended their relationship in 2023. After getting married in 2008. In 2008, Papoose was present when Remy was sentenced to prison. Even after her release in 2014, he continued. Reminisce, they even had a vow renewal wedding in 2015. And their daughter Mackenzie was born in 2018. Perhaps the epitome of dedication is those who got married over the phone in 2008, while Remy was
Amazing, beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know.
What
I want to say is, will you marry me again?
regarding who should receive support. Papoose certainly has a point, but let's discuss the money since here is where things get really sticky. Papoose caused Remy to go through some of the most trying years of her life. When she gets the divorce papers, she knows that she will probably be charged with alimony because Remy Ma's estimated net worth is $4 million. Baby, which is a lot more than Papoose now owns. A significant portion of Remy's income comes from her clothing business, reality TV checks, and record sales. Her 2006 debut album, which was based on a true story, was well praised. They always admired her, despite the fact that she didn't achieve the same level of fame as some of her peers. In the Best Female Hip-Hop Artist category of the BET Awards, she has been nominated for...
I want to thank God first and foremost. I've been through a lot. To everybody who think there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to tell you that's a lie.
But let's be honest, Remy continued to be involved in the music industry while she was incarcerated. You know who was out there making sure they made some money when GSI published a number of mixtapes while they were incarcerated? By promoting her music, ensuring that people didn't forget about her, and keeping that bag moving when she couldn't do it herself. Papoose preserved her reputation, and you can be sure that all that work paid off handsomely for Remy.
And Papoose wanted to marry you? After you got sentenced, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was going to.
Nah,
and I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
he's one of a kind. I could definitely.
Remy and Papoose brought their love story to the small screen on VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York after their eventual release in 2014. However, when they later started further spin-offs, guess who was there to help them get those payments? Let's not pretend that Papoose wasn't as big of a star of the show as Remy, since he did contribute to those TV checks. In short, he was more than just a supporting character. He was an integral part of the plot. Their love, their struggles, and their family, all of which kept the audience interested.
No, besides the great performances, it was like one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Rye and one of Andy's friends, but it was nothing.
Trying to shoot someone in the road?
It was like one little fight, nowhere near me, like a football.
Even though it was a wise choice. Let's not pretend that Papoose wasn't working hard for that brand when Remy debuted the Remy Ma collection in 2018. Without a doubt, Papoose also contributed to that outcome. The sales helped provide support for incarcerated women and their families.
Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show.
If we are going to talk about how Remy made her money, we have to talk about the amount of effort Papoose did behind the scenes to help build that brand. Because Papoose acted as a father figure to her then teenage son, Jason Scott. While Remy was in jail, this is where things get even more complicated. Wearing the men's, he was ensuring it was noticed and putting the collection front and center at occasions. Yes, businesses do spend a lot of money on that kind of advertising. Without hesitation, he took on that massive responsibility. But this is when things took a very sad turn. Her son Jason was arrested and charged with a 2021 gunshot death in Queens, New York, after Remy left. The degree of stability Papoose was providing while Remy was away is evidenced by the fact that he is now facing charges of first-degree murder and several other related offenses. The fact that he was taking care of her child, maintaining the house, and keeping everything together is something that will always be difficult to appreciate.
Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a...
As we discuss this divorce and the reasons behind Papoose's tardiness, it appears that Remy is aware that she has a strong case for the alimony bag. But Claressa, what about Shields? You already know that Remy is upset about this, since she is putting off and slowing down her wedding preparations. When things don't go as planned, Claressa Shields isn't the type of person to sit quietly. Let's face it. Let's not pretend this is just a short-term relationship because she clearly loves Papoose.
I'm a Pisces. I love really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He's such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody telling me to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
They are now trapped. Nevertheless, since Papoose is still legally married to another woman, Claressa Shields is unable to even move on with their relationship. Imagine being prepared to start a life together but encountering a large, immovable obstacle that just makes everything worse. For a moment, let's be honest, Claressa Shields is out there loving and supporting this man while also being involved in his conflict with his ex. You have to wonder how much longer she will put up with this before she begins to insist on some actual responses and action. It's exhausting, haphazard, and annoying. Additionally, Remy continues to cause trouble and stir things up whenever she has the chance. I want to know if Remy is simply waiting because she knows she will soon get an alimony check, or if she is truly doing so because she still loves Pap. Do you think Claressa Shields will endure all of this turmoil, or will she'll ultimately lose it and leave? More importantly, how long will Papoose have to wait for Remy to find him and let him go? If you haven't already, click the like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications buttons to ensure you don't miss the tea. I would also appreciate it if you could leave a comment below with your thoughts on this. It's the messiest thing you'll ever see, and you won't want to miss it. So watch the next movie on your end screen as well.